back to the channel. Welcome back to the hustle. All right, it is Thursday, guys. A late start today. Time is 11 o'clock. We just made it to Costco getting gas, and we grabbed a 58 double going I think it's like 5.6 miles, 30 items, 41 unit. Doesn't look that bad. We won't be staying out long today just because I have a mandatory shift at Amazon tonight, so we'll be going in for a 5th day today. But right now we're gonna go inside and we're gonna go shop this order.
Hey, you know I'm...
All right, we just completed that. We're on our way to a drop-off. No refunds, but we did have a replacements on organic brown eggs for both customers. But besides that, everything else was there. Wasn't that bad of a shop. I thought it was going to be super heavy because it was like 30 items, something quantity. What was it again? Let me see. Pull it up here real quick. Yeah, 31 items, 40 units. Usually when you see something like that and it says heavy, you're thinking like 4 or 5 cases of water, but it wasn't. We only had 1 case of the alkaline water and everything else was pretty small and easy. So I'm not complaining one bit. Not a bad 58. Anyways, let's go get this order dropped off. All right, that one is just completed. Batch pay came out to be $58.21, and it took us an hour and 27 minutes. All right, until our next pickup. All right, we waited a long time before we got this batch, guys. We got a 90 single person, 21 items, 61 units, 99% of that, it's all alcohol. Let's go. It's Kentucky bourbon. All right, well, we need 2 of these wood fire. It's liqueur. All right, now let's scan her bottle. Sonoma Couture, Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir.
Here, not bad. Man.
1 Godiva box. Yes. Cool. All right, one of this Fit Crunch. All right, so we're waiting on this customer to reach back to me. One of the items they want is 10 units at $30 each, at $300. And they don't have it in stock. They do have a more expensive one. I want to see if they want to replace it with that, but right now I'm still waiting for them to call back. All right, so we are on the chat right now because the payment's too high for this total, so we're waiting for them to figure it out for us. So. All right, we're 45 minutes in, and I had to end the chat, rejoin the chat to get somebody else to actually try to do it. Now they're transferring me to a different department. We'll see if it goes through or not, but this is getting annoyed really bad. All right, so that second chat timed out. So now we're making a 3rd attempt to get a hold of somebody on Instacart. Yay, we finally got a hold of somebody, so hopefully this person can fix this and we can just get this cashed out and get it delivered. This has been a frustrating batch. needless to say. All right, so the next day after we dropped off that last order that we did, that single 90 single person Costco, we were on support for an hour and 15 minutes before somebody finally helped us. And the crazy thing about that was that one of the items I wasn't able to get, and they had a quantity of 10 of them, and that was another $300. So I'm not too sure what they put on there for the total, but it obviously was wrong, because I was sitting on support for like I said, an hour and a half before they were able to add more money to that order so that I could cash it or check it out. We did drop it off, and I thought the batch price would definitely drop, but they did give a straight out 70, I think it was like $75 tip, which thank God that it was that way, because man, I would have been pissed, because you know, losing $300 on the order, you pretty much lost that whole tip. The cool thing about it though, I was talking to her and she was cool. She was understandable about the whole thing. And she says she is placing another big order this week. So I'm going to try to see if I can take a look out for that one. And she says that's for her office party. So she said it should be like almost double, triple the one that she just placed. But anyways, it is Friday. Time is 10:14. We're actually up in Balboa here. My son has his speech therapy, so we're just hanging out up here until he's done that before we actually get our gig work going, and then we'll start that. Our goal for today, we're gonna shoot for $200 today. All right, we'll see you guys probably around 11:30 at Costco. All right, we made it to Costco, and we're going to start off our first batch of the day with this 53 triple. It's going 13 miles, but they are going in the same general area for 36 items, 38 units. So let's go shop it. All right, so we got customer C right here, customer B right here, and in the back we have customer A. All right, we're making our way to our drop off. We were able to shop that in 36 minutes and another 10 minutes to check out. No replacements, no refund. Total drop off, like I said, it is a little far, 13 miles, but once I get to the first one, all the other two are pretty similar, close. So we should be able to get that dropped off by 1 o'clock.
The next one, turn right.
All right, guys, we're back in action again. A little update. So we dropped that order off, and that batch price came out to be $53.55. On the way back, we found out we got nail in on one of our tires, so we had to go get that fixed. So now we're at Ralph's. We picked up this one. It's $35, single person, 26 items, going 7.5 miles. So we're gonna go shop it right now. Guys, here's our last item, and then we are heading. All right, that took us 26 minutes. We did have one replacement, no refunds, so let's go get this dropped off. I got these 2 flights. We're not done, so we're just gonna bring everything up and then. All right, so we got it up that first flight of stairs onto the next set. Okay, so the unit I need to go to is over there. I gotta go down these, then I have to go back up those steps again. Down those stairs now. Now we can go drop it off. All right, so that's dropped off. That pay came out to be $35.13. Definitely not worth it. We blocked this customer and not doing that again. Anyways, let's see if we can head back to Costco and grab a batch over there. All right, we just picked up our last batch of the night. It's 62 going 8.6 miles, 2 customers, 13 items, 24 units, has 12 bottles of wine on it. So let's go do it. All right, we shopped that in 12 minutes. Customer A only had 1 item and customer B had the rest of the items. All right, let's go get this dropped off and then run through the numbers. Hello. I think you got it, yeah, on your phone. Oh, just got to. All right, we dropped that off. That batch price came out to be $67.63. All right, just stick around for the numbers. All right, let's run through the numbers. So we ended up doing a total of 3 batches today. We picked up our first one at 11:25. We picked up a Costco triple. Then we had some tire issues that we took care of, and then we came back, we picked up a Ralph's 35 single. And then we came back and then we sat around for a little bit till we picked up a 62 double for a grand total of $156.31 for today, which is not too bad. Missing our goal by $44. All right, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. See if we can get this to 100 likes. I know you guys can do it out there. All you have to do is click that like button. If you're new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click on that subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop the next video. Until next time, keep on hustling.